Good morning. It is July 3rd, 2020. And I sat up most of the night watching the vote on the big bad bill. There was 8 Republicans that hadn't voted. There was 5 that had voted no when I went to bed. And sure enough, by this morning, they got all but one of those to vote for the big bad bill. This bill's not going to affect me because I'm too old to worry about it. Plus, what can they do? Kill me? I'm gonna die sometime. But this affects my great-grandkids and my great-great-grandkids. This bill affects my newborn great-granddaughter, and my other great-grandkids that I have. I am really ashamed to even admit I'm an American and a Republican. This is not what I put my name on the line in 1961 to join the Navy to have happen to my country. These GOP senators and representatives should be tarred and feathered and run out of the country, not only the state they live in, out of the country and never allowed back in. They should be deported. They should be put in alligator Alcatraz. This is ridiculous. You've already got people dying around the world from cutting USAID out. You've got people in this country in nursing homes. You've got people in the hospital. You've got babies being born. And there has never been a problem with birthright citizenship until Trump comes along. Now I just saw where he's put an executive order in that none of his kids can be deported for birthright citizenship. Doesn't appear to concern them. Doesn't apply to them. The hell it doesn't. I'm sick of executive orders. I'm sick of the Supreme Court. I am sick to hell of what's happening in my country. And if we, the people, are going to just sit back and let it happen, I watched some of the comments going when they were tied up in that boat last night from people watching. And it made me sick to see what people were saying about the big, beautiful bill, they called it, and vote yes for America. Anybody that voted yes voted no for America. These Republicans don't care. Is there something about having the title senator or representative or anything else in this government? I have no damn respect for the Republican senators or the Republican House of Representatives, and I will do everything I can in my power to make sure that a bunch of them do not return. They worry about Trump. They have the power to take care of Trump. Trump is a baby. He's a 6-year-old toddler. He doesn't have the brains to know what he's doing. I doubt if he ever did in his life. He runs this country like he ran Trump organization and everything else he's been involved in. He thinks he's top dog. He walks in, he says what's going to happen, and it happens. That is not my country, and never has been. How you people can sit out there and think, oh, this is great, we got an orange Jesus that knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't know shit of what he's doing. He never has. Did you people not realize that he bankrupted many casinos? A casino never goes bankrupt. We know that. Common sense tells you a casino's not going to lose money. Trump has had charitable organizations. There was nothing but a money-making scheme for him. He had a college that didn't do it, or a university that didn't do anything. He wants to take away your education. He wants to deport citizens of the United States. And now he says, since the black community, I get so sick of blacks on TV that cuddle to Trump. He is a racist. He has been. His dad and him were sued many times for discrimination. He stayed out of his own mouth. I hate to tell him, but the whites are not the supreme leaders of this world. The whites are not the chosen people. The dark-skinned Israelites, the Jewish, were picked as the chosen people, not whites, not blacks, not reds. And he hates brown-shaded people with a passion. He hates you, but yet you want to vote for him. You immigrants that could vote, or that came from first and second generation immigrants that are U.S. citizens and voted. You voted for him because he said he was going to take the bad and the worst out of this country. He was going to lower prices. He was going to make your life so pleasurable, and you were going to be so rich you weren't going to know what to do with the money. Are you happy? Have you got so much money you don't know what to do with it? Or are you starving now? Are you one of the 33,000 that just lost their jobs last month? If you notice on Fox News, Murray had a problem when it came to giving the job report, because she was all set and giggly and everything about, oh, there's going to be 95,000 new jobs. Everything Trump's doing is working. You see her face when she had to say there was a 33,000 job loss in June, or last month. You're all getting what you voted for. The only problem is, why did you have to bring the rest of us into it? I have never seen anything like this. I'm so mad I'm confused. And did you see Trump's answer down when he was at Alcatraz, Alligator Alcatraz in Florida? A reporter asked him, how long are detainees gonna be detained here. A day, a month, a week, whatever. He didn't get the first part of the question, so she asked it again very clearly, very loudly, where he could hear it. And he answered with this. And if you don't believe me, check it out. He said, I'll be here quite a bit. He says, you know, I live down here. I love Florida. This is my home state. No, it's not his home state. His home state is New York. He doesn't even know where he's from now. Oh, I have a nice little cottage over here. Yes, I have to spend 4 years in Washington, but yeah, the Oval Office is a beautiful thing. I've even made it a lot more beautiful. It was in bad repair before I got there. It was still the Oval Office, but it needed a lot of repair. I made it beautiful. I live in Florida. I have a nice little cottage over here, and he looks around, you know, right? I have many friends down here. I know all these people. We all get along. Where the hell is the answer to the damn question that was asked? This is the guy you've got running this country? This is the guy that you said was better than Biden? This is the guy who was going to make your life better than it was 4 years before? When he's the one that 4 years before was the one that ruined the country then with his actions on COVID, with his tax break. I am so happy that you need to take people's Medicare. You need to take kids' food. You need to take everything away, education, everything, just so 1% of this country can get richer. So Jeff Bezos can have another $50 million wedding. Listen to me, folks. What I'm saying is not coming from me. Get off of Fox News. Get off of anything that teaches you or tries to tell you that Trump is great. That tells you this big, beautiful bill, this big, ugly bill is great and going to help you. I hope you have the money if this bill passes when your parents may need special care, may need to go to the rest home, and there's no Medicaid to pay for it. There's no insurance to pay for it. It's going to be on you. And you better hope you have the money to pay the bill. When your grandkid or your kid gets sick and is on the verge of dying and needs special attention, I hope you have the money. When Affordable Care Act's gone, when Medicaid's cut, I hope you have the money. You better start saving it. Every nickel you can get. Don't save pennies, because pennies are going out. But anyway, you wouldn't have enough pennies to pay for it. When your parent falls and breaks a limb, and there's no Medicaid, no ACA, you better have the money to pay to help them. Your parents gave a lot for you. Now it's going to be your responsibility to, and so far, you voting for these Republicans is not showing that you care for your parents or your kids or your grandkids or your great-grandkids or whoever. You don't care. We the people care. We the people do not want to see our country go where it's going. We the people worry when we don't have alliances. We're cutting back, going to suspend a few arms to Ukraine while we take care of Israel. Israel, who's a warmonger, who is a war criminal leading it, the same as Putin in Russia. They're war criminals. They're not leaders, they're war criminals. But this is who Trump wants to associate us with. Israel has started back bombing the Gaza Strait. How much genocide can you people take till you stand up and say no? We're not going against the Jewish people. The Jewish people don't want this. The Israelites don't want this. Bibi wants it. Bibi and Trump wants it. He's playing Trump like a fiddle. Trump is now a wartime criminal also, besides his 34 other convictions, and he's a sexual predator and a fraud and a felon and whatever else you want to call him that isn't nice. Because there is no nice word for Trump. But this country will, I believe, come back. But I guarantee you with the last breath I have that every Republican that voted for this ugly bill will be gone. They won't have their high-paying job that gives them a check, even if we don't get one. Their high-paying job that they think they're special, that they get money from people to vote for this shit. All I'm saying is, America, wake up. We need more protest. Peaceful protest. We need to run ICE out of this country. We don't have people coming around here with no identification, unmarked cars, masks. This is Germany in 1930. This is Germany. This is Russia. This is North Korea. This is how they act. The United States of America does not act this way. We don't deport our citizens. We don't deport people that are here to try to make a better life, that are here working, doing jobs that Americans don't want to do. When you go to the store and you can't find anything on the shelf because of Trump's tariffs and because you're deporting your workers, think about what you voted for. I would like to have Trump in a personal, face-to-face conversation. If I could control myself from not wringing his neck. The first thing, how can you support somebody who only wants to demeanor everybody else. How can you sit back and watch a president cuss on TV? And then see in the House a Democrat get reprimanded because they use cursive language in describing the big bill. That's a double standard from the GOP. Why don't they correct Trump? The Congress has the authority over Trump. Trump does not have authority over Congress. The Supreme Court has authority over Trump. But all these people that are in office, that were elected or appointed, have decided that, oh, Trump's some kind of big mean person out here. He'll have us primary. Trump can't do shit on his own. You let him do it. And you better wake up and think about what you're doing. Because your grandkids and your great-grandkids are not going to have a country if you don't stand up and do what's right. And force these Republicans. Call them. Get on the phone. Call them. Tell them that you're not happy. Tell them that don't worry about what Trump can do to them. Worry about what we, the people, can do to them. I probably just rattled on here. I probably like Trump and getting all over the place, but who knows? I'm just sick. And like I said, it's not going to affect me. Because the most they can do is kill me, and I'm halfway there anyway, or over halfway, so. But what you people have did to this country, have let happen. What you're letting the Republicans get away with, and what the Republicans are letting Trump get away with, and what the Supreme Court is letting Trump get away with, is sickening to every veteran out there. There cannot be one veteran, true veteran, who does not want to see Trump out of this country. The next assassination on Trump may not be staged, just to get sympathy for him. Because you ever look at his ears, that's a joke. I'm not insinuating it's an assassination, but I'm saying the next one, they better watch who they get to stage it, because they may carry it out. I don't know. But something has to be done with Trump. And I'm not going to say any more because my feelings are coming up too strong. Alright, have a nice day. Make sure you give Trump a big party tomorrow on the 4th. Because he wants this bill so he can do a victory lap about it on the 4th of July. God bless you. God bless America. God, please help my country. Thank you.